Good morning, welcome back and thanks for joining us again. And as always, remember, if you're liking the videos, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button because it is free to do. And if you want to check out extra footage and behind the scenes, remember to check out our Patreon site. And speaking of patrons, I want to say hello to another couple of new patrons that we've got along, and that is Susan A and Heather Reynolds. Guys, it's fantastic to have you supporting us, and it's great to have you along on our journey. So, behind us just under the bridge is Westport Lake. Bye bye, it's time to leave. And we're heading south, and the plan now, it's been a bank holiday, we've just done the Easter, so today's Tuesday, so we've got a short week today. So we're only doing a short hop. We're hoping to get to a place called Belston today. We'll see how we go. And then we're thinking possibly getting to Storm for the weekend and trading there. No idea how it's going to be, so we won't know until we get there. We've got some fantastic scenery to cover as we go through Stoke and places like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's get on with it. So we've just filled up with water, got rid of rubbish, everything's done and dusted. So we're just queuing up now to get through Etruria Lock at the junction of the Calden Canal. And I think it's our turn next, so away we go.
Oh, I've got a German Shepherd and all the ponies.
Well, as you can see, we're back into the leafy suburbs of Stoke and all that kind of potteries area. Yeah, wasn't too bad. There's quite a lot of boats coming down. Luckily, no one in front of us, so we landed lucky at all the locks. And I think we're going to have a bit of an unscheduled stop just a little bit further down here. The next place that we're coming to is Hem Heath, around Trentham and Trentham Gardens, and there's a Toby Carvery, and we all know how much Louise likes a Toby Carvery. So it is now about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so by the time we get there and we've moored up, might have an early tea, treat her to a Toby Carvery. That'll get some brownie points in the bag for me, and then we'll see what happens. I think we'll probably push on after that, see how we feel. There's another lock to do if we want to push on and get to Barlston, but there's a nice pub there called the Plume of Feathers, and I've been told that they serve a really nice pint of ale in there, and they've got quite a few different ones on, so it'd be nice to get down to there and at least try that. But I don't know what the mooring situation's like yet. We need to look at that, because I think it's a popular area for stopping, so we might be short on mooring. So we'll see all that when we get there, and we'll you know, no real rush today, so yeah, we'll just keep enjoying the cruise.
Hiya, you alright?
Well, as you can see, we're moored up, and just behind me, up the bridge, turn left, down the road, is the Toby Carvery, and we're still here. We've been and had our Toby Carvery, and yeah, we're both bloated, both very, very full, and both feeling tired now as we've ate and been in the fresh air all day. We've done about 5 or 6 locks as well, so yeah, there's one lock just a bit further on in front of us, and we've decided that, you know, we're not going to do that. There's no point, we don't need to, we're not in a rush, so we're going to stay here for the night. And considering we're kind of like in the centre, it's beautiful and quiet. It's a lovely mooring. Obviously it's new waters, so we've never been here before, but yeah, we're gonna bunker down, put the TV on, sit and chill. So that's my plan, and I'll see you lot in the morning. Morning. It's time to leave our mooring now, and it's been a fantastic mooring. It's beautiful, and it's so quiet. All you can hear are the birds. The only downside with the mooring is it is under trees, so hit the tree. Speaking of trees, yeah, it's under trees. There's no leaves on the trees at the minute, but it was still causing an issue with getting solar. So in summertime when all the leaves are on, I would imagine that it's a zero area for solar. But if you're not reliant on solar, or you're not really that bothered for an overnight stop, then yeah, that's a nice spot. So that's the first lock of the day done, and it's so nice and peaceful. I mean, it's not early in the morning as such. It's 9:45 in the morning. We haven't seen another boat moving. We haven't seen another boat since when we left the mooring. And it's beautiful. You can take things at such a relaxed pace. There's no sense of urgency. I always feel a little bit rushed and a bit pressured when there's a queue of boats. You know, there's 3 or 4 boats queuing up behind you at a lock. You feel obliged to hurry up and get through, but I don't like to rush through locks. You know, just from a safety point of view, with 70 foot, I want to make sure that the boat's safe, we're safe. So I love it when it's so quiet like this. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Morning. So that behind us there, that's Lime Kiln Basin, I believe, and just down the canal just in front of us is Lime Kiln Lock, and we're here in Stone. The mooring that we're on is actually a 5-day mooring, so that's been quite nice. We're not on the mooring we wanted to be on to trade. That was absolutely rammed, everything was chocker, so we're kind of just on, we're not on the outskirts of Stone, we're in Stone, but we're just before you get into town. And we've been here a day or two already, and and there is footfall. Whether there's enough footfall, I don't know. But like I said, we can't get down into town, so best of a bad situation, we're here. This is where we're trading. Right, okay, so as you can see, I'm on the boat and we're not setting up. Well, we were setting up, but no, we're not setting up. Basically, halfway through setting up, we've just found out that in the centre of Stone there's a big event going on because today's St George's Day. And we've also found out that there is one, maybe two moorings available. The only problem is we've got to get through 3 locks before we can get to those moorings. So it's been the fastest pack down, throw it all in, throw it all on the roof. The panels are still on the side of the boat, everything's everywhere, but we're trying to get into town and then we can set up and make you know, some use of the fact that this is going on. It's not ideal, it's all of a rush, but it is what it is. Hopefully it'll be better trading for us. Right, 3 locks to do, let's get cracking. So that's where we are, and it's now the end of our first day here. What a day. That has been one mad day. Halfway through setting up, having to pack down. We'd actually managed to pack down, throw everything on the roof, cruise through 3 locks, get down here, which is probably about a mile, and reset up in about an hour and 15 minutes. So I don't think we've ever moved and packed down and set up as fast as that, but we needed to get on this spot. I'll say we needed to get on this spot. I'm not convinced it was the best spot, or that Stone isn't maybe the best, but we'll find out because we've got tomorrow. It's a beautiful place, it's a beautiful town, and the people are fantastic, but there's just not really been anybody here. There has been an event on in town. I don't know whether that made it quieter here, but certainly there's been a lot more footfall on the towpath over the last couple of days through midweek than there has been today on a Saturday, which I find peculiar because normally you don't expect that to happen. So yeah, maybe Stone just isn't the right place for us to trade. Maybe it's just that people had other things to do, and tomorrow will be outstanding and phenomenal. It has been blowing a hoolie today. It really has been gusting, and that could have put people off as well. It certainly put my teeth back in. It certainly put us off for a bit today. We've had a limited display of what we could put out because of the wind would have just broke things. So plan now is pack down, put everything away. We're going to go to the Chippy because we've earned just about enough we can buy a bag of chips. That's how good it's been. We'll buy a bag of chips between us, we'll throw something with it, and do it all again tomorrow. Well, here we are, day 2, and the chips last night were absolutely fantastic. The Chippy is just over that way by the church, and it was a fantastic chippy. Get a large bag of chips, wow, it's enough to feed about 3 or 4 of you. Anyway, today's not been great, it's better than yesterday. But I've got some Amazon parcels that I need to go and collect from the Amazon locker over at Morrison's, and I think Lou wants a bottle of juice, so if you come with me we'll have a couple of little bits of sightseeing and we'll get our parcels. Morning. It's Monday. We've finished trading here in Stone, so at some point today it's time to move on. But before we do that, we've got a couple of errands we need to run in town before we leave. Mainly nip and get some shopping, take advantage of the fact that there's a Morrison's in town, and I've got to go to the post office and post some orders out from all you lovely people that keep ordering from our website, which is www.cruisingcrafts.co.uk. There is a link down in the description box, and if you have a good search around in the description box, there might be some other goodies down there as well, so take a look. Right, so that's it. Back at the boat now. All the post office run and topping up with a few essentials from Morrison's. That's all done. Just in front of us, literally just under that pipe, is the first lot that we've got to do. And once we drop down and go under the road bridge, there's a water point. So we're going to stop and fill up with water. Now, we've had the engine running this morning to get some hot water, because what we've decided is we're going to have a really nice long hot shower. Not a boatman shower, but a proper shower, and use as much water as we can, because we can fill up just on the other side, and then that will see us good for however long we need it to. So yeah, that's the next thing. Go and get this cut, get this tidied up, go and have a shower, and then get going. But you guys don't need to see that. But if you want to see us cruising and find out where we're going now, you need to join us next week, Thursday at 6 o'clock, and then you can find out where we're going. I'll see you Thursday, guys.